Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you a new segment on pumpkins for the autumn season. Halloween gets all the fun with the pumpkins, but why do we have to wait till Halloween? And if you're not having a huge Halloween party, why do we not get to decorate the house just for autumn with pumpkins? That's what I do. I love them. When they first appear on the market in September, I run around gathering pumpkins of all sizes, little tiny baby pumpkins, regular pumpkins for Halloween, and Cinderella pumpkins as well. And I take them home, but I don't carve them because I want them to last and last and last. And if you leave them intact, they will last far longer than the autumn season. I've been known to take my pumpkins and paint them gold at Christmas time. And I know, kind of silly, but that's how long they'll last. But we don't want to leave it plain. So today I'm going to show you how to decorate it and still leave it intact so it will last the whole season. To do this, I use a combination of glues. I'll be using the Oasis Floral Adhesive, the cold glue, and then I'll be using the U-glue, both in the dashes, or sometimes I call them dots, but the small pieces, as well as the strips. And I mix and match to fit the need. My base is going to be the flat cane. I just love this stuff. It's like they make baskets out of, but it's loose, so you can unwind it and use it however you want. And this is where I start with a dash. And I take a single dash and add it to the end, then pull off the tab, and then I adhere this to the pumpkin. Doesn't really matter where, and then wind around, and wind around, and bring it back, and then I need another dash, adhere it to the cane, pull off the strip, and then push it down against the pumpkin. And then I repeat this. So I use quite a bit. Oh, stick there, little boy. There we go. That one's not sticking. Maybe I'll stick it to the cane. No. Maybe it's going to be a double dasher. Ah, it stayed now. Then I'm going to take another one. This time, taking another dash. You'll find that the dashes don't always stick perfectly the first time because the pumpkin is waxy and it can just let go. So you have to find a spot that isn't too waxy where you can get it to adhere so it'll stay put. Getting the tab off, that's always the hardest part in my mind. And again, fastening it on and then winding it around. And bringing it back around. And then I'll hook it with a dash in the back. Find my end. Lost my end. There it is. And then once I have my base, I go back with additional dashes and just add a dash here, maybe a dash here to lift it, so that I can adjust and get the caning right where I want it to stay. Now I switch to the strips rather than the dashes, but I only need a half of a strip, so I'm cutting it in half and then pulling it so I have the tab. And then what I'm going to do with this is actually adhere it to sections of the caning, which will make that more secure. So if I come down towards the front and capture both pieces and then pull that off and add a bit of magnolia leaf, it captures that too. Then all I need to do is pull the tab off and I have the start of a beautiful area to work with. Or I can add more, maybe another magnolia leaf on the opposite side. Bring a little more of that color down to the bottom. Then adding another half a strip Find my piece, there we go. Bringing it up to the top, maybe right here. Finding an area. Capturing both pieces of cane. And another leaf. And then going back, pulling that off. And then maybe adding another leaf coming from behind. So you can see you start building beautiful little spots of color that become a base to add more floral material to. With the bases prepared, I can add just any lovely autumn item that will dry and last and last. I sometimes will use vine maple. Yes, it dries and gets crinkly, but it's still so fun and festive for the season. Then pods, like the echinacea pods, scabiosa pods, orangium pods, all of these will hold beautifully and just dry naturally. So I'll start by taking a little more glue strip. Again, just half a strip is necessary. Pulling it off the tab. This time putting it on top of the magnolia leaves. And pulling it off. And then taking bits. Maybe the vine maple. A little more. A prettier piece. Just fastening it down. Maybe a pod. And another. And you can see it just sticks to the glue. Then if there's an area you can't reach the glue, that's where you go back with a little bit of the Oasis Floral Adhesive. Add a dab of glue to the stem. And then just tuck it right in with the other materials. For every day, this is where I stop, and it'll look beautiful from now clear through Thanksgiving. But if I'm having dinner guests or something happening at the house and I want to spruce it up just a little bit more, then I take an igloo soaked in flower food, setting it right down in, and this gives me a water source. So I can go back and add fresh flowers, maybe a single sunflower, tucking it in. And this isn't going to last till Thanksgiving, but this is going to last for the evening and maybe for a week if I keep adding a little bit of water to the reservoir. It makes it look just so much more festive, enhancing the pumpkin with just a few fresh flowers and then the coordinating pods. I'll have to admit, I get a little excited at all the changing seasons. And when autumn begins, I'm the first one out at the pumpkin patch, gathering dozens of pumpkins to take around the house, set on the shelves, set on a counter, and put at the front door to greet the guests. And it takes me weeks to get them all decorated. Thank goodness that they'll last through Thanksgiving, because that makes the time investment a little more worthwhile. For more creative inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, need help finding something, don't hesitate to contact us through the website or by telephone at 1-800-819-8089. If email is easier, use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. For now, happy autumn. Have fun and do something you love.